Hi my dear parents, and welcome to this very short video that I actually created after realizing that there is a big question that keeps on coming to my mind, and I realized that most of the parents also ask themselves the same question, and that is simply, what is your greatest wish for your child? As parents, we all want to see our children happy. I mean, if you have a child, your biggest wish is mainly to see them happy. So these are some of the few things that I like, and then see if maybe they can help us in building and helping our children to be successful. So, and then the opposite of that question is simply, what is your most fear regarding your child's future? We live in a world that is full of negativity. There's a lot that are happening around us, and one of our intentions is basically to make sure that we protect our children, from the environment and other stuff that could be of danger to our children's lives. So this is one of the things that I wanted to sort of have a look at. And one of the key things that we all want as parents, I believe, is success. We all want to see our children successful, and we all want to make sure that we help them with all the resources that they need. We all want to make sure that one day we become those proud parents who say, I've done my part, and my child today, he or she is wherever he is because of my contribution and the support that I gave them. The second thing that we all want to see our children have is to make sure that they are safe and they are protected all the time. We always hear the stories that are said about children being raped, children being violated, in terms of any other way. Their rights, even in school, they are being bullied and so on. So there's so many issues that are affecting our children. Peer pressure on the other side. We've got a lot of teenage pregnancies. We've got a lot of career issues that are affecting our children's future. So this is very important, that how do we sort of keep our children safe from the negative world that we live in and the environment as well. And then again, we all want to see our children being independent, whether financially, whether as individually, because as a parent, you really don't want to stuck with your child forever. I mean, where I come from, sometimes you realize that your child becomes a child forever, in a way that they end up having a room at the back of your house, and then they start staying there, and they start bringing their girlfriends, they start getting married, they start having children, then they start pushing you out. So that is very, very serious. But we all want to see them independent, having their own life, building their own careers, and then at the same time become successful. So as parents, we also want to see how we can help our children to be successful, and then also having the best education possible. Education is key, but what is more important is the application of that knowledge that they've got, and then also living a healthy lifestyle and just having fun, making sure that they are happy. So we all want to see them happy. That is the ultimate. The ultimate is that we all want to see them happy. I've got the same wish, and I'm certain that if you are a parent, because my assumption is that this video will be viewed or watched by a parent, because this is mainly for the parents. And of course, if you are a youth and you are interested to know what is our parents' wish, you're still welcome to watch the video. Yeah. So the thought of seeing them failing is that unbearable. It actually creates a feeling of anxiety. No parents in any way that would like to see their children failing. Because remember, now failing is actually the process, that leads you to eventually succeed. But failing, you only fail the moment you start giving up. If you give up or you give in, then you start failing. So that is something that we have to look at. And let's see, the big question is always, how do we help our children achieve this goal that we're talking about right now, especially during these tough times. The time that we live in, they're very much unpredictable. If you look at the economy, if you look at the education system, if you look at the government, there's just so many things that are unpredictable. Our children are facing a lot of challenges, so we need to be there at least to sort of provide the support. And then there are probably a lot that we can do, but in this video I would like to sort of focus on just the four that I'm gonna mention below. The very first one being the environment. The environment affects our children's success, our children's careers, our children's future. Because we live in the environment that is full of negativity. You go somewhere, you start listening to people, whatever they are saying most of the time is negative. If you listen to the radio, the television news, Yeah, there are of course good programs in the on the television, but mostly sometimes is the news that are actually disturbing, and people who are, because of maybe poverty, because of other challenges that people have, that seems to lead our people to always think negatively. It takes time for somebody to start thinking, trying to be positive in an environment that is full of negative people. So maybe the first thing could be, how do we remove our children from the negative environment? But that's a big one. But it's just for us to start thinking about it, to say the surroundings, the friends that they surround themselves with, the people that they listen to. We don't have true mentors anymore. We don't have true leaders. We always have people that are always, misleading our children. So we need to be careful on who our children, how do they spend time, and who do they spend time with, And then the information is key, because the information they are exposed to is also very, very key, because the people, as I was saying, the people that they listen to affect. If you look at the internet, this information is available. There's a lot of information available, but now even the bad information is also available. So how do we draw the line to say, how do I help my child to always access only the right information? But let's start with helping them to exactly at least know what they want, know their goals, what is that they want to achieve, and they start looking at the information that is relevant to whatever they want to achieve, So basically, one of the principles that I believe in is that if you search, you will find. So if you search for good information, you will find good information. Again, if we search, because the other side of the coin is also true. If we search for bad things, we can always find the bad things, especially with the internet and with other sources of information that are available there. And then the quality of knowledge they receive every day. Knowledge on its own is good, but then sometimes if you were to evaluate the level of knowledge, the quality of knowledge that they are receiving, that also play a big role, because it could be any information, but that is not serving them. For instance, if you went to school or you got some kind of a qualification that we have, but that qualification doesn't seem to help you to achieve your goals. Maybe it's time that we start thinking about how do we improve the type of knowledge, turn it into some kind of a quality knowledge, and maybe adding some other skills that could change it all. So these are some of the things, the level of skills they build for themselves. And because we live in a world that is full of technology, if we utilize it well, we end up at least building something good for our children and also for ourselves, because if they succeed, we also succeed. So in short, we need to support our children. We need to give them the resources that they have. We need to start joining together as parents and see if we can have something common. A common goal is always important. And I do have a free parental support ebook guide that I've created, and I'm going to provide the link below this video for those parents that would like to have that parental ebook support, which will actually provide some of the key things as parents, that how can we help our children, to the support that we can give them, how we can give them the support they need in terms of what is that we have to do on a daily basis, the things that they are affecting them, and then at the same time some skills that they can learn and so on, just to make sure that we help them to achieve their goal. Thanks a lot, my dear parents. I didn't want this video to be long, but thanks a lot for watching. And then until I see you on another video similar to this one, as we try our best to inspire ourselves and our children. Thanks a lot, my dear parents. See you on another video. Bye-bye.